And now, another episode of the Game Changers podcast with Sydney and Luke Hurst.
Welcome back to the Game Changers podcast, everybody. Today we have Luke and I and a special guest coming on a little bit later, but it has been a little while because of all the holidays. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy New Year. Lots of things going on. And Luke is now back at school. I did have some Luke time, which was great. He was probably sick of me, ready to go home. So it all worked itself out. Yeah, whatever. News in the sports world. It is gymnastics season. Who is excited? Me? I'm excited. There has been a lot going on. It's very similar to college football, NFL football, in the sense that it is anyone's year. I think that there are some powerhouses. SEC has always been fantastic. But Georgia upset LSU. LSU won the national championship twice in a row. So, pretty incredible stuff. Upsets, some 10-0s. My lovely best friend Paige got a 9.975 on vault, and that was the first week of college gymnastics. And so she led the NCAA in vault, which was awesome. So good for her. But gymnastics season is starting, and I am ready. And it's starting off to a really good start. So I'm hoping everybody stays healthy.
Well, the MLB is going to go into a lockout after this season.
Oh, no.
Because people are getting paid too much. It's pretty bad. The Dodgers keep signing everybody and their mother, and nobody can compete with them. I mean, they're spending $170 million in a luxury tax.
Phew. On
top of the $2.2 billion they've spent in the last 2 years on players. None of other team has that money to spend. National championship was last night. Crazy game. Indiana came out and won. Greatest comeback in football in a very long time. You're the worst team in college football history. And then you win the national championship 2 years later. Kurt Signetti is the greatest coach in a very long time. He will be, if he continues what he's doing and wins a couple more national championships in Indiana and proves that he is the coach. I mean, some could say, hot take, you could put him in the conversation with Nick Saban. But a couple more years, like 10
hot
years
take.
probably, need to figure that out if he can win a couple more national championships with them.
I agree. But that was quite the Cinderella story, and who doesn't love Fernando Mendoza? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, who as a coach has no 5-star recruits on their team, and they win a national championship? Yes, granted, they're all old, but none of those kids were recruited to any other schools. They're all just a bunch of kids who meshed together really well and used their experience to benefit them. I mean, it's
incredible.
He used the portal to his advantage and didn't get any 5-star recruits out of the portal. Got only 3s and 4s, and very little 4s, I think. And it worked. I mean, the dude knows how to develop talent. So
that's all it is, really.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. All right, well, let's introduce our special guest.
So today on the podcast, we have a very special guest who is currently in the Rockies organization. Was just the number 1 overall Rule 5 draft pick. It is TJ Shook. We are very excited to have him on today. So,
thanks for coming on, TJ.
Welcome. How we doing? Thanks for having me.
Good.
Yeah. So,
nice to meet you.
Yeah. So I actually, for everybody who's watching this, I actually met TJ a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I went and played golf with my dad, and it was luck, because you were supposed to play with your coach or the guy who was training you in Conway, and he and his buddy pulled out, so we were left to play with them, and it was a last-minute thing. We weren't supposed to play with them at all. And then we got to talk and found out he was in the minors, and we have a podcast, so we asked him to come on.
Yeah, I was trying to hold off on the baseball talk for a while. It somehow always ends up coming out anyway, so.
Yeah,
Well, when you play with Luke, absolutely.
I don't even remember. Oh, it came up because either you or Wyatt asked, because I had a baseball head cover
No, I
on
think
my
yeah,
three
I
wood,
did
yeah.
see that. I did see that, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Yeah, that was a cool
Yes.
head cover. I liked it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that was her Christmas gift to me. So
It was. It was. The only one I got him.
Yeah, I always try to hold off a little bit on talking about it, and then it ends up coming out.
So
hey, it's all
humble.
good. It was at least it was somebody who plays baseball and understands like there's a time to talk about it, and not talk about it, and when to cut it
Yeah.
off, and you don't want to get too annoying. So
Yeah. I definitely have some people that over talk about it. And it gets
they probably ask a billion questions. Yep.
Yeah, 15 questions in a row, and yeah.
I'm glad you guys
Yeah.
had a good time. I did hear lots about it when they got home. Did y'all
It was.
not bet on the golf course, but didn't you do like a front nine, back nine?
I was gonna
What
say
do
it was a good match.
Yeah.
We were winning the front nine, and then they won the back nine, and then my buddy Wyatt, I think, sealed it on the 18th.
18th hole. Yep.
Yeah, it was a really good shot to finish, and then I mean it was only like $5, so
Yeah.
Hey, $5 is $5.
yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a fun time, though.
Yeah. Do you play golf in your free time?
Oh, I play every chance I get.
Nice. Where
Anybody
are you?
that knows me or knows like at least the last like 3 years, I've tried to play every off day or every Monday that we get.
Nice.
And I always try to get out there with the guys and shoot something good. So
Yeah.
You played well. You played really well.
honestly, that was the best I've played in probably the last 5 months. So it was, yeah,
Great day to do it. Great day to do it.
yeah.
So, where do you live now, TJ? Like, where are you from, and where are you living now?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Irmo, South Carolina. It's kind of right outside of
Oh.
Columbia, right in the middle of South Carolina. Right now, we're stationed here in Columbia, but we'll see where the life takes us.
Do you like Columbia?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's it gets a little old at times, but there's still like enough around here to do. Like,
Luke and I have very different opinions about. So, I went to University of South Carolina.
yeah,
So, I don't mind Columbia. I mean, I did live completely downtown, so I got a very different feel than like what Irmo, Lexington, those kind of places. Luke does not like Columbia. He visited
Cannot
me like
stand it.
twice,
yeah.
and I don't know
Lexington-
what it was.
I was gonna say Lexington's nice, Chapin's nice, Irmo's okay, and then like, yeah, Lexington's
Yeah, then
probably
you get to Columbia. Yeah.
yeah, Lexington's probably the area to be. It's like the cleanest area, nicest area,
Yeah.
and it's
I
got
just
the
don't like cities.
yeah. I don't either usually. I like to be like kind of out in the open.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. So, did you play any other sports besides baseball? How did you come to have such a talent in baseball and a love for baseball? And where did you go to college? All of those kinds of things.
Yeah, so as I've been told, I have been playing baseball since I was 3. And then I just played all the way up until I think around 9. And then I got into soccer a little bit. Played that for about 2 years. And then after that, I just didn't like soccer. I was good, I just didn't love it. Like I played well, did fine. And then got into football. Absolutely got crushed on the field. It was like nobody knew how to block at 10 years old. I'm just getting pounded by like 15 kids. So played football for a little bit. Didn't really love it, just because I was getting beat up. Not for me. Got back into baseball. I actually almost quit baseball at 13, just from like overuse and over like playing like year round, just getting burnt out basically. And then one of my coaches basically just said, "Hey, come out, play, like have fun, like don't even think of it as like serious, and just see what happens." And just that's what kind of kept me going. And then actually turned out being pretty good. And then made it to high school, and I was taller than everyone because I was 13 years old, and I'm like 6'1".
Oh,
And-
Luke would dream.
Yeah, and so I was like the tall, skinny kid, but I was also athletic, so I just kind of made it work. And then just kind of grew into my body a little better throughout high school, and then made it to South Carolina. I got recruited to South Carolina. I had a couple different offers throughout South Carolina. Nothing like crazy, like Francis Marion. I had like Spartanburg Methodist, and then I was supposed to visit Clemson after the showcase, and I guess I did. I think I did well in the showcase, and then I think the showcase was at South Carolina. I did well, and they wanted me to visit right there. And as soon as I visited, I was like, yeah, I want to go. I committed immediately, and
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's been kind of my rough path, at least through college. And then once I got through college, I redshirted my first year. That was 2016. I came in the summer of 2016. And then, I don't know if y'all know like how redshirt rules work. So when you get redshirted, you're basically not allowed to practice with the team. You basically are doing weight room workouts and baseball on your own. At least that's how it was when I was there. It's probably changed by now because it's been a while, but basically spent 3 straight months in the weight room, put on 12 pounds, ate 4,000 calories a day,
Ooh,
doing
beast.
insane red shirt workouts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just absolutely getting after it, put on weight. And then the next year did well, got to play a little bit, and I played for the next 3 years. And then I guess the Brewers thought I was good enough to sign. So, so that's a whole nother thing. In 2020, COVID, obviously they shortened the draft to 5 rounds, and I was talking to scouts. We're having scout meetings, all that. I was having a bunch of meetings, and they were saying that I was like in that 7 to 12 range, like round 7 to 12, and they cut it down to 5. So obviously I'm not within that first 5. I got a couple calls just saying, hey, will you sign below slot, whatever. Just so we can save some money. Said yes, obviously. But yeah, so ended up signing as a free agent. Didn't get drafted. Kind of got screwed over because that's the only time in history that's ever happened. COVID screwed a lot of people, especially those guys in that year. But yeah, so signed with the Brewers and then spent 3 years with them. Loved every second of it. Brewers is a great org. And then got traded to the Mets in July of 2024, and then finished the year there in Binghamton, and then spent the whole entire next year there in Binghamton as well. While pitching in Syracuse a little bit, got called up to AAA. This was this past year, 2025. And then December 1st, or actually December 10th, was the Rule 5 draft, and then I got drafted by the Rockies first overall for the minor league portion. So it's been quite a ride.
Oh my gosh, you've been all over.
Yeah. And for people who don't know about the Rule 5 draft, it's a completely like invisible thing that people who are normally fans of baseball don't even know exists. Like if you're just an average fan, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's minor leaguers who don't get put on the 40-man roster after 6 years.
Essentially, yeah. So
or
basically,
sign a new contract.
Yeah, so your first minor league contract when you sign to play professional ball is 6 years.
Yeah.
I think they changed it now. If you're under 19, it's 7 years. If you're over 19, it's 6 years. Your first 3 years don't mean anything, and then your last 3 years are called Rule 5 eligible years. So you're eligible for the Rule 5 draft in those last 3 years. Typically, if you're good enough, they protect you on the 40-man roster. The Mets didn't protect me. They had other guys ahead of me. They had so many arms, and that's just how it played out. Yeah. So I was left technically unprotected, and then I was in that batch of guys, and they chose me first. So that's pretty much how it works.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Insane.
But I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it.
I bet.
Does it give you a new like I don't know what to say, hope, because I know you had hope the whole time, or like that they traded for you originally, so you knew they wanted you to begin with. But does it like give you that like little fire on your butt, saying like this team really wants me? They picked me first overall.
Dude, yeah. So just to speak on that a little bit, I mean, when I was traded, it was completely out of the blue. Like, I didn't think I was doing that well, or like, you get in your head a lot in the minors. Like, you have a bad outing, you're like, all right, I'm not going to do this. This sucks. like you're so up and down because it's 5 months of baseball straight up. We play every single day except Mondays, and it's literally a roller coaster. There's no other way to put it. But you just get stuck in the dog days. And like I said, it was July, and that's probably right when it hits. sitting in Biloxi where it's 105 out every day. It's 90% humidity. You're just dying every day. And here comes the Sunday. I haven't even pitched yet for the week. And I guess they were just throwing my name around in trades, and my name just happened to be in there. So it's just like completely out of the blue, totally unexpected, but ended up working. It made me feel wanted. Like it's not that I didn't feel wanted with the Brewers. It's just like you get lost in a bunch of like prospect lists, all that stuff. Like you get like comparisons. You do a lot of comparing. It was nice to actually be wanted by the Mets. And then when you go over there, kind of the same situation. They have so much talent. It's just you kind of get rushed out of the road. And it's a great problem for the Mets to have. Like it's competitive, it's fiery, everybody's throwing hard, like everybody's competing. Like it's a fantastic problem for the Mets, but it kind of sucks for the players sometimes because they can't call everybody up. Like you could be pitching really well, and you're just like, all right, well, there's 3 guys ahead. So, and then I think this with the Rockies would be good because they were the worst team, but I think it's a great opportunity in the same sentence, like in the same breath as that. Mm-hmm. So I think I heard they're kind of rebuilding a lot of things. They got some new staff coming in, so I'm really excited to hopefully take advantage of this year. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate the positive mindset on trades, because I think from the outside, again, Luke is much more of a baseball nut than I am. But when you think of a trade and you watch all the news and movies, and you think of trades as such a negative thing. Well, instead of saying, the team doesn't want me that I'm already on, I'm not doing well enough, it's that somebody else saw my potential, somebody else wants me, and that is really refreshing, and I think that is awesome, and I think having that mindset has gotten to you to where you are, which is great, especially seeing, okay, I'm on the team that did the worst last year, but instead of, oh my God, it could happen again, or, all of the what ifs that could happen, there's a lot of growth, like you said. There's a lot of potential. They need a lot. They need a lot of help. They need really good arms. They need a good season. Feeling that you can contribute to that is really awesome.
Yeah, it's
so good for you.
You almost have to be like over positive because there's going to be so much stuff that beats you up. Like this will be my 6th year in pro ball. I've had outings where I've given up 8 runs in 2 innings. Yeah. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna go freaking to the bathroom and just sit there. Like,
yeah. I can only imagine.
I've literally, I don't know if I should say this, but I'll say it anyway. I've literally showered completely in uniform, like just to like wash off all the bad stuff. Like, it was probably after that outing where I gave up 8 runs and then just sat there in the shower, full uni, hat, shoes, cleats, everything. Had it all.
That's wild.
And just, sometimes you need to do it.
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, there's the great stuff too. Obviously we get paid to do what we love. We travel around. It's fantastic. The food's usually pretty good. The places we play are very, really very cool.
Yeah. And we play in a lot of places that aren't like capital cities. You get to see a lot of new places, which is cool.
I was gonna say, like being with 3 different teams, I've been in 3 different leads. Multiple different leagues, but been in Double A the last 4 years. So, got to spend time in the Southern League, Eastern League, and then I was in different leagues with Brewers too, like up in Wisconsin. So I've been to Midwest, Northeast, Southeast. The only place I haven't really been is where I'm going this year is
nice.
Albuquerque, which is the straight west. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, I'm basically touring all over the place, which is pretty cool.
That is nice. Have you found a place that you prefer over another?
I'll tell you what, I love the weather in the Northeast during the summer. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But the summer weather, like anything below Virginia, it gets way too hot.
Done. And the humidity? No.
Yeah. That's not baseball.
No, we're originally from Maryland, and it can get humid there, but even if you go a little bit more north of there, like Boston summers are beautiful. New York summers are beautiful. Totally, absolutely, totally agree with that. Really good baseball weather, like you said. But if you start baseball in the spring, it is a little bit cold.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like pitching in below freezing weather. So.
Oh yeah, our first month in Binghamton was 30 and windy. So.
Oh God, no, nope.
Yep. That
Not
sounds
ideal
about
to
right.
pitch or hit, and so.
Well, you can't feel the ball if you're throwing, and you
Just
really don't
winging
want to
it.
hit, because if you get jammed or you
Your
take one
hands
off
are
the end of
done
the
the whole
bat,
game.
your hands are gone for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not ideal.
No.
And as a pitcher, as a hitter, you're also scared because the pitcher, the pitcher can't feel the seams, so you have no idea if you're catching a 98-mile-an-hour fastball to the head because he can't feel his hand. Yeah, that's just, I hate playing in the cold.
Just no other way to put it, and it's not baseball weather.
Nope.
Not
I hate
baseball
it.
weather. For people watching or for people playing. Nope.
Yeah.
No. I was curious. So you talk a lot about what it's like in the minors. Could you talk a little bit about kind of the differences, like, having a bad game or having a good game, what the difference is between, say, like in high school when you were getting recruited, than being in college and then being in the minors? It's very different scenarios. It's very different environments. Can you talk a little bit about just those differences and maybe how you handle a bad day or like the team environment, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I will say it's kind of funny. So high school, I would say you're about your team. You want your team to win. It's kind of the first time you're really competitive as a group, like actually competitive. But you're also thinking about yourself. You're thinking about, where can I go to school? I need to do well in this game. I need, whatever. So there's a little bit of that in college, but for the most part, high school, I would say it's probably 70% team, 30% self. And then college, it's for the first year or two, because you're obviously not draft eligible. You're getting looks if you're doing well, you're doing okay. But scouts really don't look at you until you're draft eligible, and then they look at your previous years, and then your most recent year is probably the most important. So I would say in college, the team atmosphere is huge because that's where it's most competitive. I mean, D1, D2, D3, any college competition is good. There's guys everywhere. Everybody's throwing 90. Everybody's throwing 95.
Yeah.
Everybody's hitting 400. So I would say the mindset shift from that, I would say in college, obviously it's more team aspect, but that's when you really need to focus on all right, if I'm going to do this professionally, how can I be the absolute best I can be? And how can I get there? Yes, you have good coaches, but are you doing the stuff that nobody else is doing? Are you going to sleep early, going to class, making sure you're not missing anything? That's the stuff that's important. Everything outside of the field kind of reflects what you do on the field, in my opinion.
Yeah.
How you keep your car, how you keep your room. Are you a clean person? Do you keep the sink clean? Just stuff like that. At least for me, I've had really dirty roommates, and it basically reflects how they are as a player.
100%.
That's just something I've noticed being around who knows however many guys, thousands of different dudes.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that majority of the guys who are clean, neat, professional, they take care of their stuff, and they end up going a long way. It shows. It's just there's definitely a correlation there.
That's really interesting. Is that something that you found with yourself, or did you grow up having to make your bed and be clean? Was that something that you already had in your mind, or was that totally something that you found out during college?
I would say I was never required to keep my room clean. I just kind of did it. Just because I think that's just how I am. I'm very organized about a lot of things.
There's still people like that out there.
Yeah, if I showed you my room right now, it'd be you'd be oh wow, he's very precise in where he keeps things. But
see, it's not OCD, Luke. And you know what? There are people that keep their room clean.
And there's a reason why my room is on this side of the room and not on camera, because it's a disaster. And I moved in last night again, so
yeah. Well, even just the second point, how you keep your locker. There's so many different personalities and types of different people in a locker room. So it reflects. You notice who's who when you're in there. And
I used to, so one of my responsibilities when I actually, probably the main one, when I worked for the baseball team at South Carolina, was to pass out laundry. And you can tell so much about people's personalities. I mean, 4 gloves, dirty laundry, how much they wear and put on their loops.
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting that you say that, because I always noticed that I didn't quite correlate it, but I was like, wow, this person is really dirty. This person has everything color coded and short sleeve, long sleeve, like all those things. And it's just fascinating that and it does correlate, as you said.
It definitely does. I don't care. I don't even know if there's a stat, but there's a stat in my mind where it does.
Creating one.
And then I was just like, that's college is where you really learn like the discipline of the game, like making sure you're doing everything right, being there mentally, attacking when you're supposed to attack. Like, just overall, like, baseball knowledge is where you're supposed to, like, peak at college, and then it just gets even more fine as you go into pro ball, at least what I've noticed. Like, at the lower levels of minor league ball, it's still, like, pretty sloppy for the most part, because sometimes it's guys who sign out of high school, sometimes it's Latino guys, sometimes it's, different. It's just a big bunch of different guys, and they're still learning as well. So, like, majority of the college guys, when they sign, they go, like, to low A or high A immediately, just because of their age and they're older, more advanced. But like they would be at the complex or something, and then have like 3 weeks of games just to get acclimated, and then they'll go to like low end or whatever. So,
gotcha.
But yeah, each level you go up, it gets even more precise. At least in my experience, very big talent pool. Like AA, AAA is like pretty much you're knocking on the door, getting close to the big leagues, but like you have to be so precise and so locked in on what you're trying to do that there's really no room for error. And it's even more in the big leagues. So, at least what I noticed, it's just like hitters in AA, like they might see anything around the zone. You can strike the ball, and they're swinging. But in AAA, that doesn't happen. Like, they're so set on like seeing your best pitch, or like something middle in like a little coffee can, something middle that's going to their spot, or like, let's say a guy crushes in, they're looking in. But they're going to know your stuff. They're going to know your percentages. They're going to know how hard you throw. They're going to know literally everything that there is to know. And my job is to flip that, switch it, do anything I can to make sure they get out. And so it gets so much more precise as you go up. And it's incredibly difficult, like, to get to the big leagues. And then I'm sure it's incredibly difficult to stay there as well. I haven't done it yet, but ideally I can do that this year. But
heck yeah, I think people don't realize how much of a full-time job it is. And it doesn't end, right? Like, in order to stay in the majors, I imagine, again, never done I caught one ball in my life, but I imagine that you study and you continue to study, like you said. I mean, people study you. They know their zone, and they don't swing at anything that's not in that zone, and so it just becomes even more difficult. And the people that make it are the people that study more and practice more and become very precise, like you said.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Luke, I don't know if you've heard of this new hitting machine called the Traject, but it can replicate any minor league, big league, college pitcher, and it puts you on a screen.
Yeah, it's one of those screens where it comes out of the hole.
Oh
it shows your windup. It has your exact movements of every pitch. Has your windup, and like, so hitters can literally walk in there and take 15 ABs off of you before the game, and they've already know your stuff. So like,
what?
I don't know the liability on that though. That's the one thing I want to know.
What happens to just like
there's
Jugs
no
machines?
Like, you don't have. This is me getting way too deep into this, but they don't have your permission to use your video on their machines. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or I don't think it matters to really.
What about the element of surprise?
Because I can go online and find videos of you pitching, so like it doesn't really matter. But I would love to hit off those, because putting a ball in a hack, I don't think does much, in my opinion, because you're timing up the ball coming down a chute. You're not timing up the guy's release point or where his release point is, because the Jugs is coming right down the middle and it's like belt high where it starts and finishes. But a guy who's 6'6" and he's reaching up to like 7-1 to throw the ball. And
Yeah.
it's coming out from behind you. It's completely different. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think those machines are amazing.
It's insanely expensive too. I don't even know how much it costs, but I think the membership itself per year is like $50,000 just to run the database.
Holy
Yeah.
moly. Well, there's
But
your
I don't even know
permission,
how-
Luke.
Yeah.
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 And then I think they run it off of some database where it keeps all of our video, maybe like True Media or something.
So when when someone comes up to bat and they're facing you, and let's just say they have seen what you throw, what do you do to make sure to get that element of surprise, to make sure that they don't hit off of you?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think that's why like a lot of guys need to put a lot of emphasis on being always trying to one up. So like always being open minded, always trying to do something new, add a pitch, delete a pitch. Like you always have to be fresh. That way nobody knows you like, oh, like he's gonna do this every single time. Mm-hmm. Like that's why you'll see they'll be doing an in-depth interview on like MLB Network or something, and it'll be a starter that like only has 5 pitches, but he'll mix in like a random splitter or like a random curveball, like just to mix up percentages and stuff like that. Like you're throwing thousands of pitches during the year. Like guys need to know that you can throw anything basically, and that's how you stay fresh technically. But yeah, I mean, you got to try to do what you can. I mean, your job, my job is to know them. Their job is to know me and what their weaknesses are. So like I have to pick their weaknesses just like they have to pick mine. So
yeah, as much as they study you, you study them. So
it's a cat and mouse game that you really have to study and win and execute. It's all about executing.
Oh
yeah, I mean it's yes, you can have physical ability, but you really need mental strength of just baseball in general. Like being able to deal with trash talk, being able to deal with failure. Like baseball will like it's considered good to fail 7 out of 10 times in baseball. And like that's like a famous quote, but it's true.
It's true, and when you wrap your head around it, it's insane.
Yeah, but as a pitcher, I feel like you have to be even more precise. Like than 3 out of 10, you got to be at least 60% strikes, or else you're having a bad outing every time. Like that's what they tell us. You need at least 60% strikes. I mean it is what it is, but that's our goal. But
and when you're throwing as much as you do and as fast as you're throwing, that becomes nearly impossible.
Oh yeah, I mean you got to be so precise. Like I said, like it's just you have to be so precise.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
You have to be good at something. So and you have to be very good at something. No matter what that something is, you have to be good at it. And then from that point on, you have to like grow and get better, or else you're just going to get cut and released.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's like a guy who's he throws 100, but he has literally no idea where it's going. Like he's probably going to have to work on some command, like stuff like that. That's an easy one, but let's just say it's a hitter. Like you crush curveballs, but you can't hit a heater up. So like learning to stay like on top of heaters, like that's just another thing. Like it's something like that. It's like, oh, this guy, he's fat. How is he even playing baseball? Well, he has very good hand-eye coordination. He can put the bat on the ball. He's just got to be a little more in shape, more athletic, whatever. It's always something. Like they're good at something, but they always need something. So, everybody's like that. Nobody's a 5'2" player unless your name's Shohei Ohtani. So, he's even really a 6 tool because he's got the mindset and everything. So,
he's a whole nother level.
Yeah, and there's very few guys like that. I mean, you're talking about like the best 750 players in the whole world, and you got to compete against those guys. So you have to be good at everything.
Right. And then you have to be really, really good at the one thing you're really, really good at.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like precise is the only way I know how to say it, is like you have to be precise on everything. Mentally, physically, everything.
Oh yeah. How has your mental strength and tools gotten better as you've gotten through your baseball career? I'm huge into mental training, and I'm interested how it's improved, what kind of tools you use, how you think it's helped you.
I tell you what, when I first signed, I think I went down to Cressy Sports Performance in Florida. It's a very popular training facility down there, and I trained with one of my buddies named Carmen. He's with the Pirates, Carmen Majinski, and he got me into like journaling, and I think like post outing journaling, and I think it's very good because you collect your thoughts, realize what you did good, realize what you did bad, and it's just an overall reflection, and then you write, oh, maybe this was feeling good, this was feeling bad, sinker was sinking, four seam was riding, sweeper was sweeping, stuff like that, like even mechanical stuff like that you were feeling. Oh, my leg was, I felt like I was getting extended to the plate. I felt like my arm was on time on the flip up, like just anything like that. So like journaling was huge. I did that for my first, I think, 3 years, 2 or 3 years. I would have a journal every year, and just writing like post outing thoughts, everything. It would always, sometimes it'd take 5 minutes, sometimes it'd take 15. Go back, watch your video as well, and just literally just pick yourself apart. So like I think that's very valuable, at least for like younger levels as well, because you see the big league guys, you see what they do, like they perform at the best level. It's on HD, 4K video, whatever, it's available. But in the minors, you don't always have that. So like we get like a database that we get to watch, and so like the goal is to obviously get to the big leagues, but you want to try to do what they're doing. And
Absolutely.
the quicker and the better you can replicate that, you're probably going to be in a better spot. So the better you can self-reflect, try to correct yourself, and do better the next time. Like I think journaling's huge for that. So
absolutely.
that was a big thing. Just like overall body, like health, like you have to do your arm care, you have to do your stretching, like you have to stay healthy. Like it's huge. I had like one little flare up my first year, and I missed 2 months because like baseball, like when you get hurt in baseball, it's like usually it's a serious injury.
Right.
So like elbows, shoulders, backs, hips, hamstrings, ankles.
Something's torn. Something's
It's all like the main stuff. Like nothing. It's barely just like, oh yeah, I have a bruise on my finger. Like
right.
Like you're not going to miss time from that. You're going to play through that.
It's going to be overused, and it's going to all come down at once.
Yeah, and I've seen so many guys like they just like they've ruined their careers because they don't take care of themselves off the field and on the field. Like this is just such a big part. I don't know how to explain it even any better than that. Like you have to be playing and healthy to be able to play baseball. So and I think I've tried to put a lot of emphasis into that. I've learned a lot like about like anatomy. I've took sports med for 3 years in high school. Took a little bit in college, and then my trainer, he's very smart. He teaches me a lot of stuff. So learned a good amount over the years. I have a good idea of how the body works, and I'm very thankful for that. But it's just such a big factor.
Oh yeah, and the resources are so important because growing up, you don't know how food affects you, what specific exercises you're like, oh, I just want to be strong. Well, lifting is not always going to do that, right? Stretching is important. Every time I see somebody run super fast into first and they stop, I'm like, oh my god, hamstring. Like all I'm thinking, I'm like, did you stretch? Like every time I'm like, nope, they didn't stretch. So it absolutely is really important. And I also, it's the journaling part is really interesting because regular people do that. And it's really important to highlight, because I'm sure that after you have an outing, whether good or bad, you're like, oh, I did this wrong. It's also important to highlight what you did right. So you can be like, okay, cool.
I was going to say, I actually, I would structure it to where I would be like, all right, I did this good, I did this bad, what do I need to work on? I would try to leave like three, like try to keep it concise, like 3 or 4 things.
Right.
Just so I'm not sitting there writing for 40 minutes.
Yeah, you don't need to beat yourself up more than you probably already are. So I
was gonna say, if you want to, you can pick yourself apart every single time, but you're just gonna overwhelm yourself.
And
it's like if let's say you didn't feel right one outing, oh, I felt like my arm was late. Okay, well, work on that the next 2 or 3 days. Check the next outing. Oh, my velo was down. Do a little extra arm care. I'm feeling slow, didn't feel the best. All right, well, maybe try eating more carbs before you pitch. Like, it could literally be anything. Mm-hmm. You just gotta study and like learn.
Full-time job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full-time job.
Just make sure on top of your nutrition, on top of your health, like that stuff goes a long way. That's what keeps you healthy. That's what keeps you playing. And I'm very thankful to say that because I've been doing it for a little while. And I've learned a lot over the years. So I'm very adamant on that.
Oh yeah. Well, especially since you probably have watched people not do that and then their careers ending. I think baseball is really interesting for that because you have so many career-ending injuries. In a lot of other sports, it's like, okay, you can play this forever. You can play this until you're however old. People retire so early in baseball, and you have career-ending injuries. So if you don't take care of yourself, this could be the end. And you've watched that happen, right? And so you're like, okay, this is real. This is real life. This is my body, and it's a sport I love. So if I want to keep playing it and be good at it, then you got to study it, which is probably some really good advice for some younger folk.
I hope so. I mean, I'm trying to pour out to some guys out there. So
yeah, absolutely.
I hope there's a lot of knowledge being shared. So
and that's I love that about this podcast is things that you didn't know or wish you did know. In high school, what did you? Well, maybe don't skip that workout. Maybe eat breakfast. Focus on your school. All of those things. So. It's hard to tell a 16-year-old how to do that because all they want to do is play baseball. So, hang out with their friends, right? So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if you're keeping your grades in line, you'll be playing baseball for a long time, or at least through college. So
that's very true.
Luke is Proof.
Yeah.
He's 5'9" and a first baseman. And back to your point, right? Back to your point of you got to be good at something, okay? 5'9", so you look at him and you're like, well, how can he play first? Well, have you seen him do a split? Did he show you his split?
I did not. I did not.
I'm really surprised because he shows everyone his split and his handstand.
I used to be a gymnast for 10 years, and I did it to get stronger for baseball. I did it to get stronger and faster for baseball, get bigger. I got bigger, but I got more flexible, and getting more flexible allowed me to I was playing catcher and second base when I was 6 and 7 years old. And there's a picture of me doing a split at second base, and then the coaches were like, "Well, let's put that at first base and hope it grows." Well, I grew early. I've been 5'9" since 6th grade.
Oh God!
And so I played first base ever since. I haven't moved positions, but the split helps. It adds, I guess, an extra couple inches to my 5'9" frame.
Well, you can pick any ball.
Make up for it, and I can pick very well. But if you throw it over my head, I'm not getting it. Maybe a 6'6" guy will get it, but if you put it in the dirt, I'll catch it. But that's the only thing that has kept me at my position.
It was funny. I would always watch his. You can always tell who has played with him for a long time because they would throw balls in the dirt. They'd be like, well, he's going to get it, right? Instead of throwing it over their head or whatever, he could not get those. So you could always tell when he was at some showcase and it was some guy at third that would just throw it over his head. Luke could never catch it. But if it was
not even try.
a team, no.
Just the back.
If it's over my head, I'm not even going to jump because I can't jump either. So, it's just if you throw it in the dirt,
the reasons he got put into gymnastics was not the reasons that actually helped.
Can't jump, but you got a vacuum for a glove.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I
That's his thing.
First base, but
that's his thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their thing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't hit for power because I'm 5'9", so I hit for contact. I have one career home run in college.
I think I remember you telling me that on the course.
It was assisted. Everybody on the team here reminds me, including the head coach, it was assisted. Hey, it's a home run in the rule book. That's all I care about.
Yeah. It was 450 in the rule book.
Yep. All they see in the stat line and on that in the box score is it was a home run. They don't see that they hit off the kid's glove.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke went to school he went to school for baseball, but he got an academic scholarship. So, again, back to your point, grades totally matter. Otherwise, Luke may not have played for 4 years. So,
I was just gonna say, I mean, I've seen guys literally be so nasty at baseball they couldn't get into a D1 school, and they had to go somewhere worse.
Yeah.
And just because they couldn't get grades. So, like, if any kids are listening out there, get your grades, and you might be able to find yourself at a D1.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, making some money. Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. And college isn't easier. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like having the difference between high school and college. Like, it's not like, oh, I'll go to a D3 and then transfer to a D1. Like, you still need the grades to transfer to a D1, and college is not easier. Like, college is, like you said, you're focusing way more on baseball than you did with your raw talent in high school. So, yeah, 100%.
The schedule is very difficult in college. So, like, the baseball picks up, the classes pick up a little bit for the most part, but it's still manageable.
Yeah. Well, it's just weird. You know, you were used to, like, okay, I'll go to school from 7 to 3 in high school, and then I'll practice from whatever time to whatever time. Now it's like, okay, your practices in baseball are going to be from 1 to 4, and lift are going to be in the morning, and then you can have an optional practice at night, but then you have to figure out how your classes are going to fit into there and also pass them, but also be at every practice. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you my schedule very briefly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Had an 8 a.m. class. Well, actually, I'll just say this. Classes from 8 to probably 2. We weren't allowed to schedule anything after 2. And then practice from 2 to 6. And then we had to go eat at the Doty, which is like our, you know the Doty, right?
Loved the Doty. I worked at the Doty in academic tutoring. Loved that place.
So your freshman year, you have to have a tutor. I don't know if they still do this or not.
They do.
Yeah. So you had to have a tutor. And then...
And you had to show up for all your tutoring sessions. Or else.
Yeah. And so you have to... They have class checkers, so you're not missing class. Like, you have to be there, or you're screwing the team, basically. I don't know how it is now, but we had, like,
same
a team
way,
strike.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I always wondered why the athletes that I tutored didn't want to be there. Well, they didn't want to. They had to. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, like, just imagine doing that every single day, like 5 days a week. Like, you're waking up at 8, classes all morning, practice all afternoon, studying at night. You got to get some dinner. It's probably 9 before you're even back at your place, and then you got to, you know, somewhat get some sleep. So you're probably up till 11 or 12, and then you can do it all over again. Like, and
so you're happy to be done with school, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Now you can strictly focus on baseball.
I don't miss the school, I'm telling you.
I bet not. Are you still close with any of your teammates?
Yeah.
In college? Or did you more kind of develop them as you... Because it's hard when you travel all the time. But
like, you're talking about teammates from college?
High school, college, like, do you maintain those relationships pretty well, being that you travel all the time?
Oh, yeah. I'm in, like, a couple group chats with a lot of my good buddies. We have a high school group chat, and then I guess I don't really talk to a ton of guys from college still, because everybody kind of goes on their own way. They get married and stop talking. But the guys that I was really close with, I talk to my buddy Noah Campbell every day probably. And then more guys like Andrew Peters and probably guys y'all don't know, but they were my boys. Yeah, I mean, Noah was signed by the Brewers the same time I was. So we spent college and pro ball together for about 3 years.
That's awesome.
So it was awesome. We had a great
have some to go through. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good setup.
Well, you don't have to worry about making friends completely. You had someone going in with you, going through it with you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of, more on, I guess, the personal level with traveling, not knowing when you're going to be traded, going to all these different places, how do you maintain personal relationships with family, significant others, I guess, like holidays, those kinds of things? How do you, I can only imagine how difficult it is to be like, okay, I'm doing what I love, and I love it so much, and this is what I'm passionate about, and finding the right people that support that. It's a lot to juggle. So how do you juggle it?
Yeah, it can be difficult. You're away from your friends and family a long time, just because baseball's so long of a season. Mm-hmm. Like I think I only saw my parents one time last year when I was gone, which is fine. Like, they came up to visit,
right.
And you know, like, you definitely miss like your parents. Like, they're your parents. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like my girlfriend's from Phoenix. She comes and visits every couple weeks or every like couple of months, I would say, but for a couple of weeks. And so we make it work. Like it's long distance, but
Worth it. Yeah.
yeah, it's great. I mean, we make it work, and a lot of guys are like that. A lot of guys do that. One thing that's huge now for minor league players is if you're married, you are entitled to your own room because you are married.
Sick.
So like you basically like if you're married, you basically get your own spot. It's kind of a nice thing that the Players Association built into the CBA because you're married. Like nobody else should be roommates with you when you're married. Like, and even if you have kids too, like if you have a kid, you get your own apartment. Everything's by yourself. So that's something that's very nice. Like you always hear horror stories of, like a couple and they're with 6 other dudes in a small apartment and they're trying to make it work and trying to make their marriage work. And it's just like, what is
no
this?
wonder.
Yeah. So like, I will say, I was going to speak on this later, but I'm actually wearing the Players Association shirt. I've been like the team rep for the Players Association since it started for the minor leagues, which was in I believe 2021. And do you have any idea how any of that stuff works at all for the Players Association?
No, please explain. No,
Please do.
I was gonna say, so basically, it is the business slash. I can't explain. So like they basically run everything for players. So like they run everything for the big league guys and the minor league guys. There's 2 separate. It's called CBA, CBA's collective bargaining agreements, and they have a separate one for the big leagues. That's how they run everything: buses, travel, food, all that stuff. All that those tiny little details are in that CBA, and then it's the same thing for the minor leagues. Each team in the major leagues has 1 rep, so it's an elected position. Your teammates have to elect somebody to represent all of them, and then that player is responsible for communicating with the PA. Same thing with the minor leagues. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a higher honor. Like, it looks good on the resume. You get to meet a lot of people. The PA obviously is great. They represent us really well. They're the ones that had our living paid for. They're the ones that fought for higher salaries, like better treatment overall. Since the last 50 years of minor league baseball, we've been getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And,
now minor league doesn't seem so bad.
Horrific.
Yeah, exactly.
Horrific. As a lot of people were used to hearing because of the Players Association. They fought for us, and it's only going to get better from here on out. So
yeah.
So I'm pretty proud to say that I'm a team rep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a great honor. I love doing it. It's fun. So.
And it's baseball related. Obviously, that's the major part, but is it things in the game as well, or is it just like making the players' lives better so they're better on the field?
So it's the business side too. The players. It's something called group licensing. So there's a lot of income to the PA that the players get. Essentially, anything that you see with that little silver sticker that's shiny with the B logo on it, every product that's sold with that goes into a pot, and then it gets dished out to players each year based off your service time.
Okay.
So it's called a licensing check, and you'll get it in the spring training, and it's basically a little bonus just for all the sales that happen because of all of the famous players, all that stuff. So MLB The Show, they pay the PA. TV deals, there's a whole lot of business aspects that support players outside of what they're actually getting paid by teams. So yeah, I could go into a lot of different stuff, but
that's awesome.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah. And it is a huge honor.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years? And what do you hope that looks like? Like, do you think that you'll be in the majors? Do you think you'll be in the minors? Like, where is a good place for you in the next 3 years?
Good place for me would be I would have a house with my girlfriend at the time right now. Hopefully an animal of some sort, dog, cat, either one.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't discriminate?
then-
That's crazy. Usually people
Either
are
one.
definitely dog or cat people, so that is interesting.
Yeah, I honestly, I love all animals. I'm a big animal guy. So,
He's going to live on a farm.
yeah, I would like to have my own place. Obviously, I want to be in the big leagues. I am hoping to be in the big leagues 3 years from now. Having a little more financial aid than I do right now on a minor league salary.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be able to travel, do some fun things. And then, yeah, we'll see. But that's ideally that would be good. Get better at guitar because I do play guitar on the side. Eventually want to start writing into my own stuff. But
That's awesome.
There
Do you
go.
play both the electric and the
Acoustic.
acoustic?
Mainly electric. I have 3 electric and 1 acoustic. But I love playing electric. It's so much fun.
That's
Actually,
awesome.
you want me to show it to you?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Do you model your, like, you're playing after? Oh my god, that is sick.
Beauty.
Oh, she's beautiful. Look at her
Oh,
glisten.
the colors on that thing are perfect.
So
my
it came
God.
with a black pick guard right here. I took it out and put like a white pearl.
White's better.
Kind of
Yeah, you can see the pearls in it. Yep.
My light died. So
Mine's brown. The body's brown, and the pick guard is white.
oh yeah,
I don't have
You
it
have a
with me
Strat?
now. Mine's at home.
It's a Strat.
I think it
Strat?
is. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are so nice. I actually I got a really nice one. I can pull it out if you really want to see it, but
Duh.
it's,
Oh no, I'm fine. No, I'm just
you're
kidding.
good.
I'm just kidding.
You're good. You're good.
it's a very pretty blue like EVH Eddie Van Halen guitar, but it's beautiful.
So do you
And
model?
Eddie Van Halen's probably my favorite guitarist of all
Okay,
time.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask. If you have like one that you model after, big.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Van Halen's probably my favorite. Metallica's my second or
Oh, you
most
like
favorite.
the hard stuff.
I can play Master of Puppets on the electric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
was-
like the hard stuff. Mm-hmm.
I love playing like Fade to Black and like all that stuff. Yeah, AC/DC is another one I love to play. I
Badass.
play some Boston songs.
Ooh.
Yeah, so much
I
fun.
love Boston. Luke is more of a country guy. The only concerts that I've ever been to are classic rock. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love classic rock, hard rock, any rock is my favorite. That's basically all I listen to.
Well, it's good hype music too.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That's sick. Cool
Yeah.
cool hobby to have.
that's another thing I was gonna say. Like most guys have hobbies they like outside of baseball because it gets you away from baseball. Like it's such
Yeah.
a big thing. Like obviously golf and guitar are probably my 2, but
Great ones.
you know, for a lot of guys it's gaming. Like they'll just
Yeah.
sit there and play till their
Right.
thumbs hurt. Like
Just something. Mm-hmm.
I used to game all the time. I don't as much anymore, but I would wear my thumbs out playing Fortnite, Apex, COD, all that. So
It's a way
yeah.
to de-stress for sure.
yeah, and
It's,
it's
a
just
way
like
to de-stress, but then also get more stressed.
that.
Different.
But also, I think there's a little bit of hand-eye coordination like in that
Yeah.
too. Like you get some mental reps of like being quick with stuff. Like
Listen, I tried to play Mario Kart, so Luke brought home Mario Kart for winter break, and I have always played Mario Kart with the Wii controller, right? Where you turn it and everything. That was the first time that I've ever had to keep my hands still and use the little joystick. That was really difficult. Okay? Really difficult. So I absolutely agree with you.
yeah.
Hand-eye coordination. 100%.
Yeah.
That's a
I
skill.
mean, Jacob Wilson, he's the hitter for the A's. He plays
Yeah.
the show. And like, he gets that's how he gets ready for games. So
I love it.
he's
Yeah,
done
show's
interviews like that.
difficult.
So,
I'm here for it.
yeah.
I knew a guy that played football in college, and he built computers. Like what?
That's pretty cool.
Right? I was like, how
Pretty
did
cool
you
Too
learn
much
to do
brain
that?
capacity for me.
I tutored him, and I was like, can we work on math though? Can we?
Yeah. I used to build cornhole boards actually back in the day.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's a little
That's
side
good
income.
mindless stuff too.
A little bit. I wanted to learn like woodworking, so I just was like, all right, I'm gonna start building some cornhole boards. Like,
That's a good retirement job. That's gonna be
Yeah.
great. You're gonna build
Yeah.
your house that you're gonna live in. Maybe not in 3 years, but your retirement home you'll build.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my last question, baseball related, and then we'll do like 3 rapid fire questions to kind of end it. But my last question is, what was the first moment that you were like, wow, this is really happening? I'm in professional baseball. Was there one moment that you were like, okay, this is real. I'm going to have to pinch myself?
Yeah, it was actually right after I signed in June 2020. Because I was expecting to be called by somebody, and like it was kind of quiet for a little bit, and then it actually happened. I was called by Taylor Frederick with the Brewers. He was one of the scouts, and I was sitting at my desk, and I was just like on the phone with him. He's like, "All right, well," he's like, how would you like to be a Brewer? And I was like, I would love it. And then he's like, all right, well, we're gonna sign you right now. He's like, go tell your family we're proud of you. We're looking forward to everything with you, all that stuff. So, and I sat there, hung up the phone, and parents were like literally right behind me, and they were crying. It was a pretty like good moment, like realization moment. But
Yeah.
that's like when it kind of set in for me. I was like, all right, I'm actually like I have a shot in
Yeah.
professional now, and thankfully I've been playing for 5 years. This is going into 6, but just super grateful and super blessed to be doing it. So I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a great story. I imagine
Yeah.
that is unreal.
I
Get that call.
dream about that moment of getting that phone call. I watched the 2022 draft because Jackson Merrill was on my high school team, and
Yeah.
the scouts were at every single one of my junior year games, and there was like 1 or 2 scouts that came to this year, my senior year, and I watched the draft just because. Like I was like, just imagine if my phone rings right now. Like I played really well my junior year, batted over 400 and had 5 home runs, and I was like, just maybe I'll get a phone call. Just watch it for fun, just see if I get one. Nah. But yeah, that's a feeling that I can only envy and wish I could feel one day. But I'm very, very happy that you got to feel that.
I appreciate that. No, it was
Yeah.
great.
That's awesome. So happy for you. I'm excited to see where you go from here. This is going to be very exciting.
Hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. All of the things crossed. Hopefully in 3 years you are going to be watching MLB and be like, I know him.
Yeah.
I interviewed him. I know he plays guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 3 rapid fire questions. What is your source of caffeine? Do you like coffee? Do you like energy drinks? Do you just wing it and you just have so much energy already?
I actually got into honey packs recently. I try to keep it a little more natural. So it's got honey, lion's mane, mushroom, salt, and like a little bit of flavoring, like a lemon flavor. And it's just in a little packet. You just rip it right back. And it's supposed to be 100 milligrams of caffeine, of like natural caffeine.
Uh-huh.
And I used to do that before I pitched. And kind of liked it, so stuck with it. But
So you've noticed a difference?
a little bit, yeah. It kind of
little
amps me up a little bit. I mean, it's more like natural. Like I don't like drinking like straight up chemicals like some energy drinks have. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I try to keep things natural for the most part. But honey packs are my thing right now.
I love that. It sounds like a shot of, like a juice. I love it.
It basically is a shot of honey,
Or
but
something. Yeah, honey is great though. Love
Yeah.
honey.
I love
Yeah,
it. I have like this vanilla raw honey that I just got, and it's fantastic.
You're speaking
So
my
it's-
language, Luke. All the things you
Yeah.
make fun of me for. I'm just saying. I'm strictly coffee drinker. Strictly the coffee beans. I can't do the energy drinks. I think that I would probably like blow up if I had an energy drink. So
Yeah,
that honey thing sounds good.
I tried the Red Bulls for a little while, and I just got like too jittery, and I couldn't like. I would be focused on like being too jittery instead of like actually focusing on what I need to focus on.
You're like, body, stop.
Yeah, and it just. I feel like I didn't really sleep as well after, so yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine.
yeah.
Where, if you could travel anywhere, you've traveled a lot of places, where would it be?
I've always said Dubai just because of how much money is there, but
Singapore. Go to Singapore too.
yeah. But I really think like somewhere tropical, like anywhere with like a blue ocean, very nice weather, 75 degrees,
Hawaii.
and I'm gonna be happy. Like, yeah, if you got good food, blue water, and a breeze, I'm probably gonna like it.
I mean, who wouldn't? I agree
Yeah,
with you.
I don't know who wouldn't like that.
Probably Luke.
I would like that. I just don't like the
prefers-
city.
He prefers the mountains. If
I'll
you
tell you
asked
what,
him,
I
Mountains, but
I've been to it before. I really like going to West Palm because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
West Palm Beach, Florida. But
yeah, been there a couple times.
yeah, like just down in that Florida coast, like it's so beautiful.
the water
But,
is so blue.
Yeah, it's nice down there.
Yes, definitely. Okay, last question is what TV show or movie could you watch continuously over and over again, never too many times?
I got two for you. Throwing it back to SpongeBob because that's the best show ever made.
Love that.
Good old SpongeBob. Old SpongeBob. The first like 5 seasons are
Yes.
outstanding. And then probably to follow that, Drake and Josh.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh, incredible.
Great show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My
One
freshman
of my
year of
favorite
college,
shows ever.
we rewatched it.
Yeah, I loved it. One of my favorite shows ever. And then I guess I could throw a third one in there. I like watching How It's Made, if you've ever heard of that.
Oh my god. I used to watch that every night before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Greatest show in the world.
You can just literally binge watch that forever and
Yes.
just watch everything. Yeah.
Some things I'm glad I don't know that are made, but other things I'm like really interested how that's made.
Yeah. They had baseballs on there. They had all
Yep.
sorts of things. And it's cool. I think I love it. So
I would watch that all the time with Luke, and then I also found myself watching like Gator Boys, if you've ever watched that.
oh yeah.
That was a big thing when we were much younger.
I used to watch Gator Boys, Finding Bigfoot, all that.
Oh, we watched Tanked all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was, yeah, I personally was more of a Disney kid. I think Luke was more of a Disney XD kid. But Drake
Yeah.
and Josh.
Kicking It was my favorite show. Lab Rats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are all
Yeah.
the shows that
This
kids
is
I
good
watched like
nostalgia.
Ned's Declassified, all that. Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah
Uh-huh.
Montana,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yes!
Yeah, anything
made
that was
that.
pretty much on Disney or Nick, I watched it.
Man. Did you know High School Musical turned 20 today?
Holy cow, did it?
It did.
That's crazy.
Came out in 2006?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in case you didn't want to, if you wanted to feel old, you're welcome. So,
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
you're welcome. Because I did. Anyway. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was an incredible conversation. You are so talented, and we really appreciate your conversation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I mean, my phone's almost dead, so we had a great conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm ending
looking
it because
forward
it's dinner
to,
time.
Yeah, I was about to say I need to go get some food. But yeah, thanks again for having me. I enjoyed it. Hope somebody can get something out of this because I'm glad I learned a lot over the years. Hopefully, I can share that with y'all and your audience. So,
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you. We
appreciate that.
appreciate it.
absolutely.
Thanks. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Alrighty,
Bye.
See ya, TJ.
see ya. Alrighty, see y'all.
He was incredible. I'm so glad. I'm excited to see where he is in 3 years. That was a great question.
He was a very, very good guy. He was great to play golf with. Great to talk to.
I know, I
on
love
the
that.
Podcast. So I got lucky and met a good guy.
What a
playing
little
golf,
meet
so,
cute.
Yeah. Hopefully we see him in a
And he beat
Rockies
you.
uniform. He did by a lot. Hopefully we see him in a Rockies uniform come springtime.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good to me. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for baseball
Me too.
season. Let's get it going.
I am too. I'm very ready. The NFL is kind of over because the Ravens suck, and I need the Orioles to pull through. They just signed Pete Alonso, so that's a
know.
good thing. But I need the Orioles to have a good season. I really do. They
We
traded
do.
for Shane Baz. I'm not really a huge fan of that trade. I thought they gave away too much for him. But hopefully they proved me wrong, and he they saw something in him that nobody else did, and he becomes a really good starter. But I think they can still go out and get one more guy, one more good starter.
The Orioles are due.
They'll be good. Yeah, and Adley Rutschman needs to figure his crap out. He didn't play well last year.
No.
So, we'll see.
Nope. All right, y'all. We hope that you learned something, that you got something out of that fantastic interview. And if not, then we hope you just had fun. And thanks for sticking around. And we will see you next time when the Game Changers podcast returns.